Hi, welcome to the show where I just sit in my bed and talk about random shit. Today, I have no base subject. I have not really any base subject. I've just decided to plow right through. We're going to talk about whatever as we do. I have different makeup today. I have different makeup today, but no wig. This is my hair. So, let me tell you about me. I've been kind of going on a hair journey. And what I mean by hair journey is different hairstyles. I don't know if you would have gotten that by me saying hair journey, but I just had to specify. I know some of you just don't really understand right away. But anyway, so I went from having, let's post some pictures. I had a perm and a shaved head. Nope, I had a perm and shaved sides in the summer. Bam. And then I had to cut it all off because I knew I wanted to grow my hair out. So I went snip, snip, snip. Whoosh. By the way, my mom does all my hair. Does a fabulous job every time. But anyway, so I had to even out all the hair so I could grow it out. So this is that exhibit. Bam. Was not a fan because it's just boring, you know what I mean? But it had to be done. Then we moved on to growing it out, and I loved this hairstyle. I had this hairstyle about a month ago now, and floofy, wavy, fluffy, gorgeous. I felt like a dog. I felt like a dog in the summer, waving his hair around, running in the fields. It was so nice. I loved it. And but recently it got long enough to where I was like, I could do like a mini mullet kind of gig. So that's where we are right now. This is what I call a mini mullet. She's got shaved sides. And I call it mini mullet because, like, you don't look at this hairstyle and you're not like, oh, that's a mullet. That's a mullet. No, you're like, not really sure what that is, but it's like fierce. It looks good on him. Or whatever his gender is, whatever their gender is. I am a boy. I do identify as being a boy. Or a man because I'm over 18. But yeah. No, I've thought about if am I trans, because, like, you know, when I get into my makeup gig, I'm like, I look so fierce. I love it. I love looking like a girl. I love looking feminine. But no, I'm not trans. I've decided on that. I like my body. I like everything about it, basically. But you know what? Everyone has their flaws. Everyone has their dislikes, and we just have to live with that and grow through it. I'm still developing as a human, as we all are, and so yeah. But I am generally happy about myself. Anyway, let's talk about tacos. This is the first topic that came to my brain, so let's just talk about it. I got taco meat from the store, vegetarian, I believe, maybe even vegan. So I'm living on my own right now. So I've been grocery shopping on my own. And you know what that means? Disaster, okay? Do I look like a chef to you? Hello, I don't think so. I'm not in the kitchen all the time. So now I have to be, though, because I've been living alone. And I saw this, for some reason, I've just been on this little journey of like, well, why don't I just try like vegan or vegetarian food? Even though I really don't have like a desire to go vegan or vegetarian, I'm just like, what if? So I saw this like packaged like it's like dry bones. It's bones sticking out. I'm looking at you, camera A. Bones sticking out. I don't know why this motion is bone sticking out, but whatever. Dry as a bone in that bag. And you like add it to water, and it sounds terrible. Brr. Dry taco meat, you put water, it turns into meat. Who's doing that? Not me, but I think I might, you know what? I think I might do that for a video. I think that'd be a really interesting video. I'm very interested in to see how it tastes. I've been trying a bunch of new random food. Like I saw this cauliflower mac and cheese I decided to try because I love mac and cheese, but like, you know, I'm trying to just be a little bit healthier because just health is good for your health. Who would have thought? And so, terrible. Try the cauliflower mac and cheese. Terrible. Made a TikTok about it. Haven't posted it yet. It'll probably be up by the time this is up. But made that cauliflower mac and cheese. And it was terrible. I will never buy such a thing again. And I don't recommend you have it either because it was shit. It was shit in my mouth. I don't like shit in my mouth. No, no, no. Great. But so yeah, and I bought that as an experiment, and last night I had this like they called it like a fucking like some kind of bowl, like this, like I don't even know. It was like a bunch of vegetables in a bowl, okay? It wasn't a salad though. There was no lettuce. It was like quinoa, which I don't typically like quinoa. It was like I don't know. There's like these. They're like beans. Bitch, I'm editing this and I just realized they're called fucking chickpeas. I don't know why that was so hard for me to think, but they're called chickpeas. It's probably in the legume family. By the way, legume is like a family in English. It's a family of people. No, legume is like a family of food. It's a type of food, but in French, legume just means bean. So, what is the bean family in French? Is it legume? Do they not have a bean family? What's up? What's up, Frenchie? What are you doing? What's up with the beans? Do they make you toot over there too? Hello. Who knows about different cultures? Anyway, so I tried that, and it wasn't that bad. It was just like it had whatever those little shits in there were. They were like textured. They were like what bean texture is like a black bean. It was that texture, but a little bit more harder. It took a little bit more to like bite down on that shit, and I didn't like that. So I ate most of it because the flavor was good. It was just a weird texture, and in the end, I ended up mushing it. I added cheese because cheese makes everything better. Can we agree on that, please? Hello. We got mozzarella, we got Colby Jack, we got cheddar, we got all this good shit. Who is not talking about cheese these days? Okay. New trend 2023, cheese hair, shredded cheese hair. Let's wear it, okay? Who needs to be blonde when you can be mozzarella colored, okay? But I love cheese. I can add it to anything. So I added it to that. And it made it a little bit more sticky, of course, but whatever. So anyway, I was tired of the texture by the end. Like I literally had like a bite or two left, and I ended up smushing it. Smush like. Sorry, that was a terrible noise. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. You signed up for this program. I did not sign you up. You're here by choice. Anyway, and I mushed it up into a ball, and it ended up being like so weirdly like sticking to like dough. It was a dough texture, like cookie dough texture. It was exactly like that, where it like stuck to itself, but this was just like beans and shit. Weird, but I ate it. It hit that spot. It hit my bean spot. My what rhymes with bean spot? My spot. Let's not go there, okay? Don't want to get demonetized, okay? So yeah. So I want to try that taco shit, basically. And I've been grocery shopping. Oh my god. I have talked about apples in the Apple ASMR video I did. But I just got chills from thinking about apples. I've had them before. I've been in a renaissance, an apple renaissance. They have such shit apples in school. When you don't have apples for a while, I don't know, this is probably just an American thing. When you don't have apples for a while, and you are craving an apple, and you're in school, and you go to the lunch lady, and you say, "Give me an apple. I don't want no fucking other fruits today. I want an apple with my beans and cheese." And so they give you that apple, that sliced in half apple. By the way, they hardly ever give you a full apple. But when you bite down into that, and you are expecting this juicy goodness that you have occasionally as a child, you are disappointed. You're full of despair and sadness. And you can't believe you were let down so hard by the American school system because our school system is so great and our cafeteria food's 5 stars. And if anyone fights on me with it, I'll fight on them. But so, you know what I used to do with those apples? Because I said, I don't give a fuck about your apple. I used to stick a straw in it. Who hasn't? If you haven't stuck a school plastic straw in your apple that you don't give a shit about and tried to suck out apple juice that you thought you were creating, you are not real. You are some NPC that is just not real. You haven't had a childhood, basically. I used to mush that shit up with a plastic silver. I'd go... You know what else I would do? Everyone hated me. Everyone hated me, okay? I used to when I was done with my food, I would just mush it all together in like middle school. Seventh grade was a time. A time. Seventh grade was when I wore my black cloak to school. I was a fucking weirdo. And I just mushed my shit together, and I would laugh so hard. I had this one friend, and we would just we would just mash all our shit, like milk in the beans. I don't know why everything's going back to beans today, but whatever. It's the life lesson. Everything revolves around beans these days, okay? And milk in the beans, milk in the fruit in the beans, mash it all up, corn in the milk. Like that kind of stuff. And I would always sit with girls, and they're like, ew, gross, don't show it. They were all like that. And me and the guy who I would just mash up food with, we'd be like laughing our asses off. You know what else I did in middle school? I loved oranges. You had an orange. The apples were shit. They were boot nasty. Who gives a shit about apples? At school, anyway. I love apples in real life, the good apples. Good Apple Foundation, Kat Von D. Not very good, I've heard. I haven't tried it, but not very good, I've heard. Anyway, I love the oranges. They would give you about a fourth of a slice, and they'd give you a half a slice of orange, because they'd give you about half an orange, and that half would be cut in half, so they give you fourths of orange, and they only give you about two of them. But they were so delicious and juicy. I said, give me more. So everyone at my table, they'd be like, I don't want my orange. And I'd be like, okay, thanks. Great, thanks. I'm only friends with you so I can get your orange. I loved the oranges. I would take everyone's orange. And once I literally, by the end of the day, by the end of the lunch period, full tray of orange rinds. Because, you know what I did? You know that thing when you into the orange and you just stick the rind in your mouth? I used to do that with every orange. Who didn't? That's also another thing. This is how you know if you're a real person or not. In America, I did this. I don't think I don't know. Maybe it's a worldwide thing. Maybe it's global. I think we're all connected. I think we all have similar experiences. If you have not tried to this is how you know if you're a human. If you have not tried to stick a straw in a fruit, a plastic straw in a fruit, and go, not that. Hello. If you have not tried to stick a straw in a fruit and drink out of it, and get that juice, get that good juice, you have not. That's fail number 1. Fail number 2 is if you've had an orange rind and haven't done that, you're also not real. You must have not had a childhood or something happened. You may have gotten hit in a car. And you had to get the fucked up, So that. There's probably a third test somewhere that I'm just not remembering right now. Yeah. Maybe it's that you haven't had cashews. I love cashews. They're the best nut in the world. Well, hello. But pistachios I fuck with so much. You know what I hate? Peanuts. Peanut butter? Fierce. But peanuts are like medium bad. But there are some nuts out there that are so fucking evil. What are those big ovular ones that are just, I think they're walnuts. I'm gonna call them walnuts. I hate walnuts. They're like, they look like a brain, and they're ovular. They're about this big, and they've got these ridges. And why the fuck is it shaped like that in the first place? It's so weird. It literally looks like little pieces of Play-Doh rolled up and stuck together with boogers. It's disgusting, and I hate the way they taste. They are so rancid and disgusting. I hate those nuts. I'm starting to sound like HRH Collection. I'm just yelling about random shit. Who cares? I can have passion. I can have passion in my life, okay? But I hate those flavored. I fucking hate those nuts. You know what's also not good? Coconuts. Is coconut a nut? No, it's a fruit, so shut up, Karen. but I hate coconut. Coconut milk's fine. But Almond Joy, fuck off. If you like Almond Joy, there's probably something wrong with you. You probably got hit in a car. Why can't I say hit by a car? I just keep saying hit in a car. Whatever. If you've been hit by a car, I'm sorry about that. I hate coconuts. You know, just the texture. It's the texture. And the flavor's not even like, it's not even crazy. It's just mild. It's just like I'm coconut and I'm just like a shy girl. I don't have a lot of flavor. Who cares, coconut? No one asked you to be the star of the show. So she's not the star of the show in my life. You know what I do like though? I don't like almonds too. Where's the almonds in Almond Joy? Are there almonds in there, or isn't it just coconut shit with chocolate? I haven't had one in a while, clearly, because I hate them so much. I don't like almonds. But they're not that bad. Almonds are about like at peanut level where they're like medium hatred. But I hate those walnuts. Love pistachios. I love cashews. What other nuts do I like? Shut up. I don't want to hear a peep about what's in your head about what nuts I like, okay? Get over yourself. You're so immature. Why can't I think of any more nuts? Whatever. Who cares? Guess they're not important. I love my favorite kind of candy. You know, I gave up candy. I gave up candy and sugar and not sugar. I gave up candy and sweets and sweet drinks and all that kind of shit and juice and ice cream for 6 months one time to win a bet with my parents. I said, they're like, you couldn't go 6 months without this. And I said, you know what? Fuck you. I will, bitch. And I did. And they paid me anyway. So, but during that time, I realized candy, Mary, candy is not that fierce. The only candy that's fierce is chocolate, and that's why we're running out of it. Did you know that the world is going on a chocolate shortage? They think we might run out of chocolate. Or is that true? I don't know. Whatever. I think that's true. But no, my favorite kind of candies are Kit Kats, Snickers, Reese's, or Reese's. I used to say Reese's for my whole life because I grew up with people that said Reese's, which, by the way, I don't think there's a problem with that. Who cares? But it does make a lot more sense that it's just called Reese's. Change the name. Maybe the stupid person who probably made that up is probably named Reese, and that's why they Reese's. Well, my name's Jack or Jackson or whatever you want to call me, or Wet Stella or whatever you want to call me. I'm not gonna call my candy Wet Stellas. Okay, Stellas. That's not very creative. Okay, I'm not the only Stella in the world. I'm not the only Jack in the world. I'm not the only Jackson in the world. I'm not the only crackhead in the world. I look like a crackhead though. I don't do any drugs though. You wouldn't believe it. Imagine. Okay, this whole video is just me on normal shit. No caffeine, no sugar, no drugs. Could you imagine me on drugs? I'm gonna take it down a minute. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Very nice, very nice. So could you imagine me on drugs? It would be insane. So I'm never doing them. Haven't and will never. And some of you might be like, oh, well, you're just young. That's why you're saying that. And to all those people, I say, screw off. I didn't ask for your opinion. If I say I'm going to do something, you better believe I'm going to do it, okay? Because I'm not irresponsible like you, okay? Yeah. Look at my neck skin. Is anyone else's skin? You know, I'm like that guy in the world record book. You know, imagine if the most exciting thing about your life, no offense to this guy, imagine the most exciting thing about your life is that your skin is stretchy. Not going to be in the future, okay? Actually, it'll be even more stretchy in the future. Well, how about this? Brittle skin. Crumble right off. Some people, when they get old, they have like a scratch like that. Oh, ow! Oh. And bleeding. Death. Not death. Bleeding. Bruising. Easy. What's with that? What's with that? I love this voice. This is like the gay voice. It's like, she's like really sassy. He's really sassy. And he's just like, what's going on? Like, I just don't get it. Doesn't it look like I have bottom mascara on? I never wear bottom mascara. I think it looks terrible. I have like long, spidery eyelashes down there, and it just looks like game over, boot nasty, who done it. Terrible. I don't even wear upper mascara. This is just false lashes. Oh, speaking of false lashes, can we talk about Michaela? Okay. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to get into that. But that did happen recently. So if I'm watching this in the future, that whole Michaela controversy with the eyelashes just happened. Honestly, to be fair, when I first saw that, I was like, if you don't know, basically this beauty influencer with a lot of platform, a lot of followers. She did this eyelash mascara review. I mean, of course it's an eyelash mascara. It's not going to be for your like your butt hairs or your pubes, but they should come out with that. You know, some people like really dark hair. A mascara for your pubes would be great. But so she did it on one side, and there was falsies there. If you zoom in, you can really tell. When I saw the video the first time, no clue. I was like, wow, they look really good. Whatever. And then I looked at the comments, and like that video as of today has like 25 million views, by the way, and it was like posted 2 days ago. That's insane. Anyway, it brought Jeffree Star out of his coma, out of his Wyoming coma, and he's like, time to review. And he liked the mascara. Whatever. You don't care, probably. But if you do, that's cool. Now you know. And if you whatever, then you whatever. What do you think about these little dots? I was doing an underbrow. By the way, you can't even tell. I glued down half my brow and drew the rest on. So like half of that brow is fake. Anyway, I was doing my underbrow highlight, and I was just using white foundation, and I dotted it on, and I was going to blend it out to like make it look really highlighted under there. But this looks good. I just left it as a dot because I was like, this is kind of fierce, and I like it. It still highlights under my eye. It makes my makeup more unique. It makes it more fun and flexible and fierce and fucking foxy. And yeah. Anyways, I've been going on for 22 minutes now. 22 is my favorite number. God bless. So thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it because I certainly did. And if you didn't, whatever. You're here this long, so if you're here, then you certainly did enjoy it, unless you hate me that much, okay? Which you don't. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it, because I certainly did. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Yay, yay. Yay, yay. Yay, yay.